Holy shit.
That was kind of crazy. I forgot how good Gabble is. And people just don't use it for some reason. Oh, hi, Finesse.
Holy books to read.
You made it! You're becoming as reliable as the dawn. Imhotep arrived a short while ago.
Cool, there's enemies stuck
It's
deep in the ground.
unfortunate. He's taking oh.
They'll come to attack you later.
The gods summoned us from the old world, calling us to paradise, the undying land. They promised life eternal. The divine ancients shared their wisdom, directing us to build great temples to house their wonders. The works of my people shone like a jewel in this new world. But madness erupted throughout the land, igniting a terrible war. Our great works were laid to waste. When the fires cooled, the ancients had vanished, leaving behind only ruins and a doomed race of immortal soldiers guarding empty temples. But we were determined to endure. In the absence of the ancients, we became the masters of our own destiny. We battled the primordial beings birthed by the cataclysm and discovered immortality became a curse. Death had not been banished, only transformed. Even the madness returned to plague us anew. In the end, the ancients' promises had been nothing but lies. I pray they've not blinded us to the terror stirring beneath the sands.
Oh, that coming from a mile away, Finesse. You are not slick.
I am not
That's
being
a lot of reds.
loud.
Do you think I could ever forget Aban?
We'll continue. Words fail me. How can I ever thank you for saving this?
Yes, this goat owes you a tremendous debt. But
You see what I...
indeed.
It seems the angry earth have reawakened just for the seed. But we...
And where, yes, of course. To grow
Ooh,
the seed,
get out of there, boy.
they'll need water, and plenty of it. Now I understand.
Do remember, Imhotep, that I'm much more handy with a sword than you.
Thank you for your help.
Recover the seed if you can.
Do you have to complete all of Brimstone Sands before you unlock Elysian Wilds?
Technically, yes.
Yes.
Correct. You do. Brim's not a long quest line though. If it makes you feel any better.
I kind of figured it's probably gonna be like Evan scale. But it's pretty quick. I just wanted to get to the wilds.
That was a lot of people. Get me out of there.
Is Gorgon really that hard, or is it just
No, it's not hard at all.
people making it?
As long as you have a build. No, it's not. It's not that people make it seem hard. It's one of those like. It's one of those raids where it's really easy as long as you have the team comp for it.
Yeah. So right now,
When
Yeah.
people advertise like they're looking for certain builds, it's just so like they don't have to spend 3 hours in a Gorgon, like with people who don't know what they're doing.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. That's what I kind of thought. I don't have like the best evade build, but I do have a pretty good evade build right here. But I've been debating on swapping to tank for 2 weeks while my friend is gone. That way when he's back, I can have him tank and then he can...
We already have a tank for Gorgs, but if you do want to like try it out, inspect a B1 for sure, go for it. We got Mr. Neff doing Gorg tanks for our company anyway for now, until we get more people to do more groups.
He's probably...
But if you just want a DPS build, you can run what I'm running, which is evade musket, which is like finisher with just a good like musket. It doesn't even have to be anything like crazy. Rapier you would use for Typhoon, which is second boss, and then if you wanted, you could do musket or rapier for first boss, and then last boss is pretty much just all range.
Do you like the musket for range?
It's the best ranged weapon in for Gorgon because it has pin shots. It can hit through multiple targets.
Gotcha.
You just have to learn mechanics and stuff like that. Mechanics are the biggest part about Gorgon. So if it's your first time running it with us when we do run it, just remind whoever is raid calling at that point that this is your first time, and it'll either be like me or Neff or somebody. We will stop to explain the stuff to you. And if you have other questions or you mess up, it is completely okay, especially if it's your first time.
Yeah.
But just if you do make mistakes, just try to learn from them. That's it.
I will say I'm not a shot caller, so.
I can definitely do shot calls. As a tank, though, honey, you need to learn how to shot call, because you have to learn how to call out Medusa charges and stuff like that. That is your job.
I know how to do that. I'm just saying I'm not like the main person that's always calling out. All right, we're going left, we're going right, we're doing this, we're doing that.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
but I'll make my call out.
That's kind of why
Yeah.
like my friend is he's used to doing stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I'll be doing the raid calling, at least for this company mostly. So just I'll explain briefly what the mechanics are when we go in, and then it's just kind of a learn as you go thing. I'll make sure that you have the important parts of every fight. And if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, don't ask them during the fight. That is the worst place to ask them, because I'm going to be doing my comms, and if I'm doing comms and people are talking over me, that gets me very irritated. So don't do that.
I get that.
So after the fight is over, or before the fight, if you have questions, I will always ask everybody everybody if they have questions after or before a fight. Those are your times to ask.
Right.
Correct.
Now the ad phases aren't anything. I got Serenity, by the way. The
Nice.
ad phases aren't like anything to worry about, really. If you die, so the biggest thing is if you go down on an ad phase, like you're not full dead, but you're down, just die. Don't wait for people to revive you. Just die, because people stopping to revive each other slows down the entire raid. So
Yeah.
just die, respawn, come back. Like, that's all you need to do. The only person that should ever be gone out of their way to pick up is healers and or the tank. If one of those people go down, you stop and revive them. Everybody else, it's not your problem. Just let them die, or if you're the one that goes down, you die.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense from what I've read.
That's just in the ads though. During the
Yeah.
bosses, you need to pick everybody up.
Right.
So like for the first boss, just to not overwhelm you here a little bit. So for the first boss, her name is Echidna. Echidna does a lot of
There
AoE
you are.
abilities. Okay.
No doubt.
So when
You
she
are
picks
very
her right
decisive.
foot up,
This device is of ancient.
you need
I've
to
never
roll
seen one
because
in
she's
that
gonna slam
form.
her foot and it's gonna send a shockwave across the entire arena. If you roll as she picks up her foot, you will dodge the shockwave. Okay? Another thing, every now and again she's gonna stop and she's gonna shoot black crystals out of her back. The DPS at that point need to stop hitting the boss and kill all of those crystals. Because if you don't, the next time she does one of her moves, a bunch of tentacles are going to come out of the crystals and they'll cover the entire boss arena and kill everybody. So the crystals are always your #1 priority when you are fighting Echidna, if you are a DPS.
Yeah.
Other than that, when she hits, she has a stamina bar, so you can stam her and then hit her in the back for a ton of damage. Now, in her second phase, which is when she loses 50% of her health, she is going to start having these things called free damage phase. She's going to get up on her back 2 legs and start doing a roar. While she's doing that, you should not stop hitting her. You are consistently hitting her through that entire thing. After she gets done doing that roar, she's going to jump around the arena. You will know she is jumping at you by this little marker that you're going to get over your head. If you see a little marker over your head, she is jumping at you.
Yeah.
And when she jumps at you, if you do not dodge, she will insta-down you. So you need to be like ready to dodge those jump attacks.
Yeah.
Other than that, that fight is like super brain dead walk easy.
It's
There's
like
going to be these
combining
pillars.
Mammoth and Tempest, basically.
Right. The big thing is that these pillars come up out of the ground. During the first phase, you can stand on top of those pillars, and you actually do more. I think someone said you do more stamina damage to her if you're standing on top of the pillars. But in her second phase, that is a no-no. Do not get on top of pillars, because after she summons pillars, shortly after she will cause them to explode. And if you are standing on them, you will insta down. So in her second phase, nobody should be on pillars. 0 people. Obviously, then just your regular MMO stuff. Don't be standing right next to the tank. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, the first fight, so I always tell people the same thing. If you can't beat, like, obviously since it's going to be your first try, there's going to be margin for error. But if you really, really do struggle with Echidna, then we need to fix something in your build. Because Echidna is like the easiest, that's the easiest boss. Now the second boss, Typhoon, he's the hardest boss. If you can beat Typhoon, you are going to beat the last boss, which is Medusa. Typhoon is essentially the DPS check of the dungeon. If you can beat Typhoon, the rest of the dungeon is easy from that point going forward. Typhoon is a little bit more complicated, so I'll explain that to you as we get there. But and I'll re-explain these things to you as we're going along. But Echidna should be a walk in the park, dude. Like, she's not hard. She telegraphs her attacks a mile in advance. She's not hard.
Yeah.
Typhoon is, like I said, a little bit more difficult, and then Medusa has difficulty, but she's really not a threat to you. It's more of the things that she spawns in the room with her that are more of a threat to you than the actual boss. But
The best
like
way
I
to
said,
look at it. Go ahead, my bad.
So, like, at the end of the day, like I said, we're going to explain these things to you. Dude, if you just take what we say and then, implement it into your gameplay, Gorgons are going to become so trivial to you that you're going to be able to just turn your brain off while you're doing a Gorgon.
Yeah.
Like, these things are not hard at
Right.
all. As long as you have the gear that you're supposed to have, which the most important thing for you to have as a DPS is you need a strike protection amulet and you need a nature protection amulet. Those are the two most important things that you need. If you need help
Slash.
getting those, no, you do not need slash. The tank needs slash. DPS does not need slash. You should be wearing a nature protection amulet in the Typhoon fight because the DPS should not be getting hit by Typhoon. And the attacks that the DPSs do get hit by do strike damage, not slash damage.
Really?
Yes. Like his jump, that's strike damage. You
Oh
should
yeah,
not
because
be
it sends out rocks.
Yes. Now, you should only be doing nature damage. So I personally, what I do is, or what I tell people, if they want to run a slash protection amulet, that's fine. But the rest of your armor should be ambers. And why
Correct.
I say this is because when he sends out those vines that enclose somebody in a tomb, that's nature damage. That's the only thing that the DPS should really be getting hit by.
Yeah.
But
I think
other
that
than
makes
that,
sense.
yeah, so, like, trust me, Neff, I'll never lead you astray, dude. I've done hundreds of fucking Gorgons. Like, hundreds
Yeah,
of
no,
them.
no.
I've done them
I
with
just-
people who have no idea what the hell they were doing, and I've done people that have, like, some of the best time in the server.
I just do a slash amulet, and then I do the rest fucking nature. And then obviously the tank should be full on slash.
The tank should be full slash, yes, especially for bleed damage.
But yeah, that's all I
Um,
do. Just in case if, let's say, I roll and I get hit by the boss, by one of his fucking flashes, just in case.
I don't know what your money situation looks like. That's why I'm trying to give you, like, easier ways of getting things, May. So, like, really, the two most important things for you to have is a nature protection amulet and a strike protection amulet. The strike protection is for Echidna because she does all strike damage. And then the nature would be for the second and third boss. If you want to get a slash protection amulet for the second fight, that's completely okay. And even if you want to get a thrust protection amulet for the ads, because the spiders and all that shit do thrust protection, you can also do that. But I like trying to save people money here and there. But if money's not an issue for you, then go all out. But if you need a DPS build, there are plenty of people in here that can give you like a meta setup for a Gorgon. I will let you know that most of them do run 5 Constitution, so you need to be kind of on point with your dodge rolls. If you want, you can eat a con food and sit at 50 con. That'll help you make you feel a little bit better, kind of get into the way of it. I don't know how long you've played. I don't know how comfortable you are with running like a no con.
2 weeks.
Um,
Let me tell you, I love my 300 dex and my 200 con. I can
I
cannot
in
run that.
Gorgons,
When I'm playing
Yeah.
with a friend and we have no healer and we don't know what they're doing, it's easier to.
Oh
not
yeah,
die.
it's 100%. But I will let you know in Gorgon that's a no-go.
Yeah,
Cannot
Right.
run that much con because you're not going to be contributing to the team at all.
right. You just want to do DPS.
That's all you want to do is damage. So the most important things for you to run is you need 5 enchanted wards. You need every piece of armor to have enchanted ward. And you need to have your correct protections with either gems in your armor and protection amulet.
And you
Even
wanna-
at 5 constitution, if you have all of those things, you should not be getting one shot by stuff.
Yeah. I haven't really been gemming yet either. I've just been kind of collecting them. Or
I will
jewels.
say there isn't a huge difference between 5 and 50 con. if you really do want to be able to take a little bit more hits without throwing damage, you can stack into 100% or 100 con.
Yeah, 100 con is okay, but I would never recommend going higher than that.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah,
you need to
never
start
go higher than it.
saving. You also need to start saving money to get your 3 major Angry Earth combat trophies, so you do an extra 15% damage in that dungeon. And you also need to have Angry Earth wards and coatings, so you take less damage and you do a little bit more.
I do know someone who's and really cheap. Just a
Listen,
heads up.
if you get your houses, May, I will buy you those trophies. But
Yeah, I got my
those
2
trophies-
houses right now. I gotta farm more gold to get the 3rd one.
get your 3rd one, and I'll buy you your 3 major Angry Earth trophies.
Milk, do you know who
they're
Lizard Girl is?
not-
Otherwise,
Yeah, I know who Lizard is. He's a gold farmer.
Yep. So yeah, you could talk to him and he'll fucking throw you 3 trophies for really cheap.
Yeah, no, he's the one that sold me all my loot lucks and all that.
Oh, nice.
When they were going for 40, he sold them to me for 27 each. When they were going for
Yep.
40k each, he takes care of you.
If you
Especially
mention
if
my
they're a
name too,
recurring customer.
right? If you mention my name too, he'll drop it even lower.
Yeah, I have a personal person I go to for that stuff because they always do me right. But yeah, no, I go to Lizard sometimes too.
last night I was with people farming the human idols, and I think that's crazy that they just sat there for 8 hours to farm all of them.
You also have to understand a lot of people doing that. So this is just the reality of the situation. A lot of those people are gold farmers. Like they sell gold for real money. So yeah, you might be like, shit, I couldn't sit there for 8 hours and do that, but they can because that's their job, homie.
Yeah.
Like they don't play.
Yeah, that's how
this
they
game to have
afford shit.
fun. They play this game to make a paycheck. And
Yep.
I was really good friends with one back in my Musket Union days. His name was Zhao, and he straight up told me, he says he has fun playing the game and he comes in PvPs with us a lot. But he said that if he just makes 70 USD a month, that pays for all of his bills for the entire month. His rent, his internet, his food, everything, $70. That's all he has to make.
That's kind of crazy.
So I respect it. I always tell people the same thing. Get your money. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta respect the hustle. But
See, I'm even a G2G co-member, so yeah,
yeah, buy me some gold, motherfucker.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, nobody here does that, right? I will not say anything on which the grounds that which may incriminate myself. And I have the right to have a lawyer present.
I'm just gonna bleep out that part and save.
It was just a joke. Ah, very funny. Ah, yeah.
I got the last 30 minutes recorded, don't worry.
You're good. But yeah, I have Serenity now. Great. That means I just need hey, you know what you're about to do?
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no. Listen,
yeah,
no. I knew exactly where that one was going.
Yeah. Get your ass over to that Morningdale Shrine, boy.
It'll cost you some lodestone and some stone.
Neither of which I have, so
You suck.
you'll just do it because I'm cute though. So yeah,
And
go ahead.
blow.
And blow. Oh, now you're asking too much. Get over there.
God damn
You
it!
can't just demand that. Like,
I didn't demand it. I asked for it. I said you suck and blow.
and you fucking
God damn it.
suck. You just suck. I don't know what else to tell you. Anyway, yeah, far right shrine in Morningdale. Let's go.
Oh, why Why is she up there?
Watching you stumble to make a comeback was probably the best.
Up so high.
That was good. It was worth it. I'll be there in just a second. Had to run back to the shrine.
I have leverage in this situation because if you upset me, I'm just telling lady.
That's not fair.
This is 100% fair. Cry about it, I guess. I don't know.
You guys already did your
Listen.
dailies, right?
No, you can come along with us. We've done one of our regulars, so we
Two.
can just
We
run
did
3
two of
more
our regulars.
No, we only did one.
Did we only do one?
Yeah, we only did one. So we
Yep,
can run
alright.
3 regulars for
And-
you, and then you can come join us in mutes as well.
1 second, I just gotta go pick up some sticks.
I am in a cutscene right now. But I'll be... I think this is pretty close
Do
to
this.
the end.
We'll do this after we do our dailies, no. So let's just like keep up and do dailies real quick.
But why? This ain't gonna take
Because
long.
we can just get them out of the way. I'd rather just get our dailies out of the way.
But I already am in shitty gear for you to kill me.
Get over here. You weren't even flagged. Alright, invite the homies. I'm not in the company yet, so you're gonna have to invite him.
Alright, so who wanted to go along? Corbix and Gray?
I don't know if Corvix wanted to come.
Repeat that, Gray?
No,
I will, yeah.
it cannot be.
Okay.
That's impossible. For it to reawaken.
Yes.
Wait to
Swaddled
group.
and arrogant.
Corbix, you there?
No.
Imhotep!
Address me as great Pharaoh.
Just letting you know,
I
Gray,
appoint
that
you
I'm
as my
tanking. If you
sword
pull it, you
to
tank it.
defeat him. Apophis is a primordial. An
I
elder of the
I don't
ancient-
It was
I
Malek
do
only
not
because-
I know.
save DPS that pull stuff from me.
But I'm pretty. I wait for people to pull.
Good. And then we won't have any issues.
And I can run this loadout. Nah, I know better. My friend plays WoW and they're like tryhard raiders, so
I'm definitely gonna make a camp right here real quick though. Because that'll be
You're gonna
back.
have to change it because you're not flagged.
God damn it. Whatever.
I gotta go kill angry earth enemies, huh? Where's the eternal pool?
Yeah, I'm gonna be AFK for a while. It's I gotta get dinner set up and eat, so I'll be back in a bit.
Alright. Eternal Pools is right next to the Lazarus Shrine. And I think that's in Reekwater.
Okay, that's probably why. I see.
Yeah, it's an elite zone in Reekwater. I thought
Yeah.
I was saying that, but I had my mic muted for some reason. My bad.
I haven't really been to
like a
Reekwater,
fucking
so
ding dong.
Oh, Dynasty. God damn it. I hate Dynasty.
He's not hard. Shut up.
Not hard, it's just annoying to do.
Carry on their manacles they use to capture and contain anyone they come across. My fighting pride. You chose the.
I'm maxed on quests. I can't accept it. What?
Wrong fucking fit right now.
I am just investigating your outfit, don't worry.
Oh, you're good. They all are all back there fighting, but alright.
Yeah, it's because he fucking already pulled him, so I had to help him.
No, you don't have to do anything. Keep following the pool.
Well,
Let him
I'm lighting
finish.
I'm lighting the thing. That's why. Making life easier. No way, I got a fucking shattered sword from that.
Do you know why they broke the scaling on leveling skinning? Why does every single mob give you 1k and one level is 1k?
Where I'm not really sure. Skinning's always been stupid.
It's like, it's easier
Like,
to get from
easy to
150
level
to
up.
250 than to get to 100. That was weird.
But it's not like that for anything else.
Right.
It still takes a super long time for everything else.
Yeah.
Here, I got a solution for that question. It's AGS.
Yeah,
DPS, is it normal to go like the Onyx, or is it better to get Elemental?
What, like in your weapon?
Yeah.
No, you should either. So there's two options for gems in Gord. You should be running either a ruby in your weapon or a diamond.
Me personally, I run an ignited diamond. Or ignited rally, I think it's called.
You should have known better than to come here.
Yeah, diamond makes sense.
I have minions to deal with whatever flotsam washes in. Will get into corruption, or you will be destroyed. Target practice before my ship sets sail to... I will not be denied! The honor of dying at my hand. Oh, I keep them hungry for just...
The fuck? Did you know that there's guys on this boat that you could actually kill?
Yeah,
No,
you
that's
have to
fair.
kill them. You have to kill them in M3s or they'll fucking annihilate your dealer.
That's good to know now. Yeah, we haven't been able to queue for any M3s yet. We've only gotten them.
It's because you don't queue for M3s. I know they give you the option to queue for
Yeah,
M3s,
it's-
but no one
It's
no
just
one
random.
queues for M3s because they're too difficult for random teams just to do it together. You got to get a team to do it. And if you would like to do M3s, I will happily do them with you. I am a medalist holder for every dungeon in this game, so I can show you pretty much how to do all of them. Any strat you need, I can
Yeah.
let you.
We did a Tempest M2 yesterday that went pretty good.
That was disgusting. I hate Tempest.
Yeah, with the
Takes two
menu
fuck-
changes. And then they all have Bramble and Vampire, and then you just...
Oh, I don't care about any of that. That stuff's easy to deal with. I just hate Tempest in general. It's just too fucking long.
Yeah, it is really long. We did it in like 30 minutes, which I think is pretty good.
For an
Works.
M2, I mean that's if you're not going like
Sometimes our
so-
M1s are like 40, and you're like, what the fuck?
yeah, it's my fastest Tempest ever in an M3 was 21 minutes.
Yeah, that's...
Mine was 40.
Pretty good.
40 is what we were expecting.
For the
My
M3.
fastest time in any dungeon for an M3 was Genesis, and we finished it in 11 minutes and 57 seconds for an M3
20 minutes
and got a gold.
for an M3 on Genesis.
Any ad is about 14 minutes. Barnacles was like 20 minutes flat. Everybody get in. Everybody get in on her.
I love having Abyss set up.
Yeah, I just have the Beast Fang, which makes it nice.
Beast Fang, Inferno. That's the way to go to get the maximum DPS.
I really like Beast Fang, and it's gonna be a minute to get like Finisher. But I was reading up on like the Inferno, and
We can help you get finished. We can help you get finished. Hard.
I gotta get there first.
Yeah, he has to unlock.
Right.
Wild. I just
Yeah, Elysium, I forgot about that.
did the Apotheosis cutscene.
Alright, well, here's
Oh,
the
so
next
you're
one.
not really that far.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
No, yeah, you're not far at all.
Because the last thing that you have to do is you have to kill fucking what's his name, and then you're there.
Yeah. I do have the Aconite bow.
No, but we can help you get it. It's from the same place you're going to, which is Eternal Pool.
No, I have it already. I got it.
Aconite's
Yeah,
really
I
only good for
haven't-
PvP.
No, it's not even good in PvP. The bow is shit. If you're gonna go PvP bow, you need to go Boltcaster. Boltcaster's like the only actual good PvP bow. Besides
I
the
mean,
Hoplite bow.
I was gonna
Hoplite
say you could use the
bow is
hoplite.
solid.
Yeah.
Hoplite bow's solid. I have every artifact in the game though, so if you need help farming any artifacts, just let me know.
I just thought so I did the world tour today, which was like kind of good to just learn stuff, and I got like 5 artifacts. And you're like, why do you get so many artifacts?
Oh yeah, dude, there's like 50, 60 artifacts in the game. So
Yeah.
I mean,
There's just a lot.
a lot of the really good ones come from the PvP track though, so you will have to PvP, and I will definitely do that with you. I'm a PvPer.
Okay, so
But
while my friend's gone, I was thinking about practicing PvP on a seasonal character.
That
Don't
is
do that.
probably the worst thing to do.
That is a terrible idea.
Terrible thing to do.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
on the
because
season
the
server, you have
seasonal
access
servers
to all the
aren't
artifacts.
balanced. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not balanced.
It's
You're
not
completely
balanced.
unbalanced on a seasonal server. Yeah. It's if you're gonna practice PvP, like you come practice PvP with me. I'll show you how to PvP. I can give you like any build that you can possibly think of that exists. I can give you a build for it. You come to me if you need help with PvP.
Yeah.
Do you have
Best
like
way
a
to
good
split
beginner
down the middle.
loadout for PvP?
What?
Like just a beginner loadout for PvP.
Okay, well, what you
Sword and shield hatchet.
gotta tell me what you want to use. What do you want to do?
In other words, what weapons do you like?
Do you want my recommendation for the easiest things to use? Do you have something in mind that you want to use?
Just not the spear.
Okay, so you don't want to use a spear. All right.
Not spear.
He's looking for
Do you
pure
want- do you
damage.
The spear is pure damage.
we must expose the
No,
Especially if you're doing disrupting.
Yeah.
But
I know that spear. It feels bad to use, but I know that it's good. Yeah.
okay, do you want to do range? Do you want to do melee? Do you want to have an option for both?
Yeah.
We've got to get the buttons, guys.
Yeah, no, I know. I was clearing out what I could for it the second. So G.
Spam the buttons. Like just spam them.
What do you mean just spam them?
Just every time the next one comes up, do it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then B.
So dumb.
Can't be used inside dungeons.
can, but they're just not preferred. Most people want just pure melee damage because it just does more DPS. And you're also in a regular las, no?
No, I'm just saying fucking. It's nice because I'm out DPSing even people that are supposed to have better builds for this.
Well, yeah, but in terms of like M3s, muskets are rarely used.
Yeah, only at
Only for
certain
certain
moments.
pulls. Love the musket too, don't get me wrong.
One of the things would be which call it right. Actually, Tempest for the final boss for her.
No, that's a turn. No, you need to be pure melee.
Against her at
If
the
you
end.
want,